He's looking for an investment opportunity. I know that you're desperate, so...
Do you know anything about the textile industry?
Honestly, not a thing. But he's not interested in the business. He wants the land.
Oh, no. This is a factory. He's not going to knock it down and build a load of houses.
Just hear him out.
I'll rebuild your factory if you agree to a long-term lease.
Look, it's a mutually beneficial agreement. You pay him rent, he leaves you alone.
So, why this place? Why us?
Because he owes me one.
Wow, that's a pretty big favour.
No.
Do you know how much it would cost?
Oh, look, you know how bad I feel about what happened in there. Hence the introduction. But either way, I can get back in that van knowing that I've reached out.
Right. What's the catch?
Well, there was one thing, wasn't there? Would you call it a catch?
He'd want me to be in charge of the rebuild.
You?
Yeah, I can trust him.
Oh, wow. You might be able to trust him. Don't think my staff will.
No, come on, they've given you a second chance, haven't they?
So you know everything?
No, you're asking too many questions now.
Look, I'm sorry. Your offer's very attractive, but this is much harder, sir.
They're queuing up, are they? All your potential investors and their checkbooks.
Come on. At least think about it.
They came in through the front door and the back door. It was like a Bourne movie. They only came for us because of you. But I told you not to make that phone call.
I'm glad I did.
I'm sorry you got hurt.
But where did they take you then?
To church. But they are taking us to a safe house. Rebecca's one of my babysitters.
I'm not your babysitter.
But, you know, this is a safe house. You could live here.
No.
But they'll get you sorted, you know? They'll let you stay.
There is always a complication. I'll keep in touch.
I'd been having tests for weeks and you didn't want to worry me.
Well, he's in the best place now.
I should have known something was wrong.
Oh, you want to know, Emma? What's the, what's the prognosis? What have they said?
We don't know yet.
Hey, Adam Barlow, 4:30.
Oh, Adam, could you give us another 10 minutes, please?
Oh, no, it's fine. Best be getting back to work.
Sure. What about the Rovers after work?
Maybe, just for one. Gary.
OK, so we know him, and we know he didn't sabotage the roof.
Look, everywhere Gary goes, there is trouble. But I'm just so over Gary Windass.
OK, right. So it's personal.
No.
I'm consulting you. You
No,
know I don't
you
have
don't
to.
have to
OK, so what do the
consult
staff say? What do they think? I mean, it's their jobs,
Come on,
isn't
that's
it?
blackmail.
OK, look, Gary brought Derek Milligan to us, didn't he? He's trying to make amends.
Well, it's a bit late for that, isn't it? The poor girl died.
Right, Derek needs Gary. Gary needs Derek. We need them both, or we're out of a job.
Right, well, I know exactly what the rest of the staff will say.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't be so sure.
You know, some people have a conscience.
Oh, come on. He'd subcontract the work. He'd hardly be here, would he? Look, I mean, he sells furniture, for goodness
Right,
sake.
you know, if you can't see that this is dodgy, then you're even dumber than you look.
Wow, I know how to run a business. You know, a few weeks ago, you just answering the phone.
Do you know, you robbed off your own grandmother to fund your last one,
Okay,
so I'm
so-
hardly learning at the feet of a master.
So where is everyone? Went past the community centre before, it was empty.
They've not come back from the pub yet.
See, communism doesn't work.
Look, let's just split the 20 grand. There's nothing else we can do, Nick.
Fine, we'll split the 20 grand. Cheryl Sandberg has spoken.
Why? Who's she?
My point exactly.
Right, I'm going to get us some crisps.
In here? You'll have to remortgage your house.
That's why I'm going down the road.
Is that really what it's come to?
Will you get me a packet of cheese and onion, please?
Any more requests?
No, thanks.
Well, new season, new start, Friday night kick-off, full-on curtain opener. This could be our year.
I used to be like you. So full of hope every August. Sun shining, no injuries to speak of. New signings yet to let you down. Every team in the division on the same amount of points. It's all downhill from here, Tyrone. This is the best day of the season, so you enjoy it.
Cheers, Johnny.
Well, they do say it's the hope that'll kill you.
Hang up, here's Edison's lad.
All right, son, we were just saying, this could be our year.
It's
sound like my dad. Mind you, he's a gooner. Is he still like back there?
Left half hour ago.
Playing tonight, mate?
No, I picked up an injury in training. Wasn't even a proper session.
Oh, that's not good.
Bet Tommy O's looking forward to it, though, isn't he?
Orpo's not playing either.
What?
He's come down with his sickness bug.
A sickness bug? I got 30 quid on it, opening and scoring. Hang on a minute. What time did you finish training?
I was home for 2:30.
You nip at the corner shop by any chance?
Every day.
You even ask about the team.
Only small talk. Why?
What's the problem, Steve? Your grandma's running an illegal flipping betting thing out of my mate's shop, and she's getting inside info out of him. That's the problem.
Whoa, steady on. Dev's my mate too, you know. What's she doing?
So what's it called?
Her. I'll send you a link to the website.
And you only sell online?
100%. We're launching a massive marketing campaign. Buses, taxis, trams. Diverse models, obviously.
Sounds exciting. So, what would you want from Underwear? What, for them to produce a line? Or?
No, that's all up and running. It's not the factory I'm interested in. It's you. I had someone perfect, but she ran away to Boohoo.
Well, look, I can't say that I'm not flattered.
Don't say no yet. Just think about it, and we will talk next week.
Okay.
After the trial, when everything's settled down, we can talk about the future.
Maybe.
Don't go back to Romania.
I can't promise that.
Well, if you do, then I'll come with you.
We will see.
There's your mate.
Got a meeting at his house.
All right, local is he?
Yeah, he lives at Altrincham way. You want to see his house? He's got like a tennis court, swimming pool, married to his childhood sweetheart, or at least he used to be, if you get me.
What are you doing?
Well, he wants a proper quote in case you go ahead. Not that I'm doing that now, but I reckon you could be up and running by the end of October.
So, you rebuild factories, sell furniture. What else are you into?
I'll tell you what I'm into. Into making ends meet.
She said no.
Who's Sarah? She didn't even get a say.
Yeah, I want to keep her happy.
No, come on. Come on, you'd be cutting your nose off to spite your face, wouldn't you?
Okay.
She's dragging you through court, remember?
Right. Are you going to tell Derek? Or shall I?
Hey! They told you?
Told us what?
Yeah, I didn't think so. How'd you all fancy getting your jobs back? And I don't mean packing boxes down the road.
Well, what's it got to do with you?
Potentially. Everything.
Now, there's a question. Listen, I'm just a waitress. Come on. Seriously, Sarah, look what became of me. You don't want my advice?
One way or another, he is to blame for what happened.
Tell that to the liquidator. Listen, Sarah, one way or another, I am to blame for what happened.
So you'd look the other way?
Listen, Sarah, do you want to run this business full-time? I mean, is that what you want out of life?
Honestly, I've enjoyed the last couple of months more than I should be admitting to.
Yeah, well, there's no shame in that. Is there? I mean, you know, a lot of us thrive in a crisis, or at least we used to. And you're good at it, Sarah. Look, and if that place ever reopened, you'd still be good at it. Or you can take the 500 quid and you can walk. Buy a new pair of shoes with it.
A pair?
Well, maybe 2 pairs, just.
I know what you'd have done.
Excuse me, love, but are those hours?
Oh, yeah, sorry, sweetheart. 1 sausage.
It's just anybody else but Gary.
Listen, I know, I felt the same way when Peter sold his shares to your brother.
Yes, but Nick didn't cause somebody's death.
No, but he robbed his own grandmother when you're still in bed with him, so to speak.
But I'm doing everything I can not to be.
I taught you so well.
Oh, Carly, you did teach me well. So let me be honest with you, because they're all saying that you're rubbish at this.
Oh, I know. Listen, I know you've got morals, okay? We all have had at some time or other, and you just got to decide if you've got a business head or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some bacon butties to make.
Well, he spun you a yarn there. If Nick had an offer on the table, he would have told us. He's duty bound.
Sarah said no.
Since when did she have the final say?
I'm only telling you what Gary told me.
Well, we should be consulted. It's as simple as that. What's the point in having shares if they ignore us? Certainly not being dictated to by Sarah Platt.
I demand a shareholders meeting.
Kurt, what do you think?
Workers of the world, unite.
So, what's the big emergency? I've had to shut up the shop.
Hello, Evelyn.
We've been talking to James Bailey.
Oh?
All right.
Oh, hello, love. How's your knee?
Oh, interesting.
What is?
Well, how you seem to know the inner workings of County's injury list.
Boy comes hobbling in the shop. You tend to get chatting.
Ah, so I believe. And then all of a sudden, the conversation just happened to wind its way around to Tommy Orpington. What? You've been busted, Evelyn.
No, is this right?
Well, so what? What if it is? Do not try to kid the kidder. He told me that Tommy Orpington was useless. He could knit a bando with a banjo. That's your words. Well, he's only the second highest goal scorer they've got.
I want my 30 quid back.
You tried to swindle me.
And you succeeded in swindling me.
Yes, maybe I've taught you a lesson then.
Have I? To phone Devin, and you? Have I?
It's £2 a minute. I very much doubt it.
I won't.
You could WhatsApp him.
Whose side are you on?
Right, yes, when it's off peak, I shall text him.
Well, I shall text him and tell him that his so-called mate has done something illegal on his premises.
Hey?
Yes. Well, it takes two to lay a bet, doesn't it? I bid you good day.
Well, I'm glad we ironed that out.
Well, I didn't hear everything, but from what I could make out, she was offering her a job.
Yeah? Well, what sort of job?
I don't know. A job. In the trade. Carla said that she was an old business acquaintance, but I didn't recognise her personally. Then again, I was never that high-end.
Well, why didn't you ask her?
Why do you think? Because I didn't want her to buy me head off.
Well, she's going to end up right back where she started.
Would she? Yeah. Maybe that's the best thing for her. Because if her poached eggs were anything to go by this morning, she's not cut out for that place.
Tell me about it. Hey, the sooner Roy's back, the better. She incinerated my sausages.
She can barely make a brew. The amount of milk she put in mine.
There you are.
Oh, hello, love.
What are you nattering about?
You know, usual melting ice caps, all that stuff.
Well, I'm finished now for the day.
Yeah, me too.
So, you know, if you want a decent cup of tea, it's safe to go in now.
That was your fault.
How are you feeling now?
I'm getting used to it. Audrey was dead nice.
You managed to speak to your mum yet?
Not yet.
Listen, Emma, I'm so sorry if I've taken advantage recently. You know, I really do appreciate all the babysitting you've been doing and whatnot.
Oh, I don't mind that. He's a sweetheart most of the time.
He thinks the world of you.
Here's my mum now. I'll just...
Good luck.
Why didn't you tell us about it?
Well, I put it to Sarah, but she closed me down.
What gave you the right?
It's not in the company's best interests.
What, getting the factory up and running is not in the company's best interests?
We don't know this guy from Adam.
I'm Adam.
But we do know Gary Windass.
Says he's embittered ex.
What do you think, Kirk?
I think they make a lovely couple.
I can find us another investor.
How? Where?
Look, if we did go ahead with Derek Milligan, we'd have to know the terms of the deal.
Yeah, well, you do know the terms of the deal. They rebuild the factory and you take out a long-term lease. The only stumbling block is her. She's got a problem with Gary.
Right, people won't be able to get the hats on if they find out we're employing him.
Yeah, well, technically, you're not employing him, are you? That Derek Milligan is. Anyway, who cares what anyone else thinks? This is your job you're talking about.
And your boyfriend's significant wage.
Oh, our subcontract. We'll barely see him.
It's the principal.
It's a toughie.
Yeah, well, I know it is, but I could help you with that. I've been saving loads of my wages and there's always some deals on the internet. Well, you'd only have to stay a day or two. You could sleep on our sofa.
Why don't you keep your powder dry? Give Sid a chance to find someone else.
It appears she already has found somebody else.
An investor. Look, Gary got mixed up with a bad guy. And that guy's responsible for what happened over there. Should you guys profit from that? Should Gary?
Come on, with all due respect.
Well, why don't we talk to the investor? We might be able to convince them to contract somebody else instead of Gary.
Gary brought him to us. I mean, it's not going to fly, is it?
Well, how do you know?
Well, you just have to compromise. It's as simple as that.
Well, with all due respect.
Well, the terms and conditions are the terms and conditions.
Oh, we're back to the small print.
Slash fast talking.
We don't like small print.
Look, I don't care whether you're rebuilding a factory or buying jeans online.
Or rebuilding jeans and buying a factory online.
Well, that's why companies have bosses and managers.
And that's why people hire solicitors. We read the small print so you guys don't have to.
That must have cost a bob or two all the way from Australia.
Good. And I was hoping she might come back, but I should have known better. She's so selfish.
Did things end badly between your mum and dad?
Not really. Like, when he remarried, she stopped caring. Now he's on his own again. You might think she'd make the effort, for my sake, if not for his. She's not been over in years. She says she can't face the weather.
It's the middle of summer.
Exactly.
Mind you, it is a long way, I suppose. How long were you over there for?
Not long. I went with her when they first split up, but then I came back.
Like a boomerang.
Yeah, I miss my dad too much.
How you diddling, Mr. Bump?
Well, I just feel like I've been on the lash.
Oh, well, that don't bode very well. I was going to suggest a swift half.
No, I'm proper tired and I'm on painkillers.
Well, you could watch me drink.
All right, go on then. Why break the habit of a lifetime, eh?
One more before we go.
Nah. I reckon I'll listen to it on the radio.
Well, don't be like that. We're meeting Kevin, the false number 9.
Right. Spoke to Derek Milligan, told him we're deciding.
There once was a man called Derek Milligan.
Don't shy away from this. We wanted to be part of the process.
Nobody's shying away from it.
He's singing ditties.
OK, look, come on. He's not going to wait forever, is he?
Well, define forever.
About half an hour?
Half an hour?
Well, what kind of serious businessman gives an ultimatum like that?
Most of them.
He wants another drink because I've got to get to the
Stay
game.
where you are, Kurt.
All right, look, I know this has got nothing to do with me, but the way I see it, you've got two choices. You say yes to Derek Milligan, or you kiss the factory goodbye. And in the grand scheme of things, Gary Windass, he's just a minor detail. He's your small print.
She's right.
Well, I know I'd do.
Right. I think we should take a vote.
Oh, we're talking about the will of the people next.
OK, so who wants to rebuild that place?
Me.
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 What do you think, Kirk?
I don't know.
Stick your hand up if you want to keep your job.
Say me.
Me.
Oh, this is ridiculous. You're all as bad as each other.
OK, so I think the me's have it.
Yeah, turns out I'm not cut out for business after all.
Oh, I hate these situations. I've got to follow her out now, don't I? Sorry.
Well, looks like common sense is the winner then.
I'll get on the phone to Derek.
Rana will be spinning in her grave.
Here we go. Hello?
There you go.
Yes.
Thanking you. How's the young man then?
He just gets around fast.
You're in the hospital for a couple of nights.
Yeah, but I'm OK, so.
These runners.
You sure?
Yes. Ty.
2 more chasers.
You should get mixed up with people traffickers more often.
It's just not funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad we're friends again.
I'll never understand why you gave them away.
I know.
OK. Yeah, I look forward to it, Nick. Hey, you too. Bye.
They're in.
They're in.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah. I was hoping I'd find you here. Look. Can we just put all this behind us? You know, run this place together as equals? I don't have to offer you that, you know.
Okay.
So, truce?
Truce.
And you'll drop the case?
I will, I'll drop the case.
Thank you. Oh, Cheryl Sandberg is the COO of Facebook.
You always have to go and ruin it, don't you?
You know what, I've got to hand it to you. Loved that bit about all the people queuing up with the checkbooks. That was good.
It just came to me, that.
And I can tell you've done this before.
I used to eat guys like that for breakfast. Now it's just cereal.
Yeah, that's much better for you. Oh, by the way, you've got a tennis court and a swimming pool if anyone asks. And you're married to your childhood sweetheart. Or at least you were. You know, feel free to mess around with the facts, but whatever you do, be consistent, yeah?
And we're all right to use one of my old companies. Because if he checks last year's turnover...
Listen, we're pushing at an open door. They're finished without us. So I pay for the rebuild. They pay you rent. And you give it all back to me.
And what about my debt?
Oh, that's shrinking as we speak.
Listen, I hate to ask.
No. I'll put it on your tab. Interest-free.
Cheers, Gary.
You are very, very welcome.
If you're in the mood for a hilarious movie, then The Hangover Part 3 starring Bradley Cooper is the one for you. It's about to start over on ITV2. But if action is more your thing, then stay with us on ITV for more high-drama crime fighting with Cole and Murtaugh in new Lethal Weapon after the break.